For those of you who aren't aware, Uncle Evetech has launched a brand new Intel Experience Center, which I've put together with MSI, and they invited me along to go and vlog at the event, which I was super excited by because it means that I wasn't required to do any work of any constructive nature and just actually got to go and have fun at the event, which was really a bit of a break for me, which was quite nice. They've also launched a whole cafe in the outside area, which is now going to be able to service you when you are waiting in line on those Saturdays. I've seen the parking lot, it can get a bit out of control and people are getting hungry and thirsty, and now you'll be able to just go to the cafe and get some stuff to eat, which is kind of a nice touch for that. Some stuff is going to be moved around at Evetech. But where the experience is concerned, outside of the PC from Gigahub, the Lego PC, man's built a Lego box to house his components in, which I thought was pretty sick. Very nice components as well. And once the Windows update had stopped interrupting our fun, we were able to get a casual 300 FPS playing Doom Eternal, which was kind of sick. But, I'm fortunate enough to be the reviewer and the person that gets all of this tech first time. So looking around the room, I noticed that, hold on, there's actually a bunch of really cool people here. So I thought, let me set off with my vlogger kit, which I haven't had a chance to use yet because of COVID and lockdown. I used it twice and then I generally had to put it away. And then not in this occasion. I got to do some interviews and people actually wanted to speak to me, which was refreshing. So I set off in search of some information from some of South Africa's best and brightest. Alrighty, so this nervous gentleman in front of me over here is Brett, because he's normally sitting behind a desk writing stuff and nobody forces him to be on camera, except he's quite kindly offered me a two-question interview here. So what's it like being the basically editor-in-chief of Stuff magazine?
It's a lot harder work than people reckon, I have to say, but there's also a lot more fun than people expect. So it's a little bit of everything. I think the fun definitely makes up for the sleepless days and nights. Mostly the sleepless days. I used to be able to sleep at my desk at PC format. Not so much anymore.
So on that note, it's actually a nice segue there, because my next question was going to be, do you miss Garth Holden making WookiE noises in the PC format office?
I'd actually left PC format by the time Garth showed up there, so I only ever bumped into him at events. Even so, it is kind of nice to see Garth at events making WookiE noises. It's just part of the scenery. Yeah.
I got to agree wholeheartedly there. Thank you so much, Mr. Brett. You have a good day. Mr. 5FM himself, Rob Forbes DJ.
I'm retired, to be fair. How are you? Good.
Are you retired?
I'm retired. Yeah, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
No more 5FM.
No more 5FM. We're done.
So what are you doing now?
I'm a freelancer now. I'm about to go on holiday. That's what I'm doing right now.
Going on holiday?
I'm about to go to the UK.
You're going to the UK?
Yes.
What are you going to the UK?
I'm going to go to some friends, and I'm going to go to Edinburgh, and I'm going to go to Sheffield, and I'm going to go to Manchester, and I'm going to go to a jazz fest to go and watch Erykah Badu.
You're going to see Erykah Badu?
Yeah.
Okay, now even I'm a bit jealous. This he's just dropping names out here. Okay, no, that's sick. Well, pity I won't get to hear you on the radio anymore. Kind of makes me a little bit sad.
Never say never.
94.7, you're hiring?
No, 947 is definitely not hiring.
Is it not the one? Okay, it's not the one?
No, we'll see. We'll see.
Mix? We call this the MSI Effect. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's MSI. So I have with me a big tuna, a groot visie, the man of the marketing department of the mobile section for MSI. He's responsible for all the cool gaming notebooks and stuff that come into South Africa. And if you've seen from some of the footage earlier, these guys are on a mission here with Intel and Evetech. So what do you guys hope to achieve with this partnership?
Well, with this partnership, we're here to just showcase our MSI gaming notebooks that are featuring Intel 12th gen processors, which has been just a massive jump in performance compared to previous generations. And we just want to have it here for media and content creators to try out, test the different hardware, and just see its raw performance in our machines. Yeah.
So I've been lucky enough. I've tested all of it already because you just sent it to me for review. So I got ahead of the curve over there, which was quite fortuitous. Nice to see the G66 Stealth. If it's not there later, it wasn't me, eh?
No, completely. Not you. I wasn't there. Something just disappeared. So that's what's happening.
See, this is why we like James, guys. So next question though is, what do you you're in this position now at a marketing agent, being the marketing agent for a really large brand like MSI. It's like one of the big three out of Taiwan. Everybody, kind of synonymously talks about MSI, Asus, and Gigabyte all coming from the same little island and that sort of stuff. But, obviously you guys have huge impact in places like Europe and US and China and stuff, especially in the gaming environment. What do you hope to bring to gaming in South Africa?
Well, South Africa obviously being a smaller market compared to Europe and the US, but we always constantly try to push the parcel. We try to do a lot of local marketing initiatives, whether it's trying to push for the best price or a new special for gamers locally, not just on high-end laptops where you're seeing something like a 3070 Ti or something like that. Even when we're looking at something like a 3050, we're trying to get fantastic and the best prices for local gamers to make it more accessible. And on top of that, we're trying to do value adds as well going forward. Hopefully later in the year, we're trying to arrange some things where gamers can get some of the latest titles when they purchase a notebook, various reward programs and that kind of thing, as well as some events that are in the pipeline that I can't talk too much about. But we're going to be doing some cool things for gamers. It's really, MSI started as gaming. And we will always be gaming, so we thrive in that space, and we look forward to bringing some awesome things for the local gamers in South Africa.
Very nice, I like. This is why we like the groot visie. Next lady for a shave. I'm here with two more esteemed gentlemen. We've got Mr. Neil Campbell on the right, who's put up with me for many years and has managed not to smother me with a pillow in my sleep. Good on you, sir. And we've got Michiel, who's new-ish to the MSI folds as far as MSI personnel goes. You're about 3-4 years now, right? Yeah. He's been around for a little while, so he's also done a good job of not smothering me in my sleep with a pillow. So these guys are I've worked with them on a couple of events. But the reason I've got them here is there's this whole experience center which I've shown you guys with MSI and Intel product, and I just wanted to find out from them, like, what do you guys want to do, with this experience for Evetech and for the customers?
Yeah, so I think the main thing for us is, to showcase the new performance of the 12 Gen series from Intel. I think there has been quite a huge leap in performance with the Intel CPUs since the previous generations. And for us, having a bunch of MSI setups here with the 12 Gen CPUs is just to get that into the hands of the media and content creators and have them all come together here to experience the product and get their opinions of the product, how they feel like, what they feel in terms of performance, and just obviously just get their comments around it. And I think having this here is, specifically with Evetech, it's really awesome. Yeah.
I think the CPU's been in the market for a while. We obviously had the motherboards in the country for a while already. DDR5 is becoming a bit more acceptable in pricing, so things are looking a bit better. But I think it's been a bit slow to really get the products out, so I'm glad that there's an official launch now, just so we can show our products, and hopefully we can get the 12th gen out in the market a bit quicker. And especially on DDR5, so some exciting stuff happening. So.
Yeah, I know all about that because I've got the Z690 Torpedo set up, 3070 Ti. Oh yeah, smashing Firestrike at 30,000 points, casual. That's how we get down. It's been a good time, and also like the DDR4 crossover as well. I have to say, it was nice to have that you had that option because premium DDR4 came down so much in price as well after DDR5 launch and stuff. So, but
we do understand that there are gamers that is not ready for the DDR5 upgrade. So if you have the DDR4 option for them, they can still experience the performance of 12 gen with their current memory setup. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. And well, like I say, luckily with Uncle Evetech, we've got like Clev coming through super cheap now. like 4000 CL19 is 1.8 for 16 gigs of that, so it's really viable. And the performance differences, unless you're doing multi-threaded and workstation performance stuff, might as well get the DDR4, right, which is kind of nice. So in that vein, talking about that, what do you guys hope to do for gaming in South Africa, whether it be esports or events or anything like that? What is your hope to, your goodwill, as it were, towards the gaming environment?
I think, the main thing for us is we really do focus a lot on content creation. And also, I think the whole gaming industry as a whole, jumped into this whole new stage of growth, compared to what it was in the past. I think there's a massive growth, not just in terms of esports and content creations, but just in gamers as general, the whole community. So for us, it's to make that synergy between gamer and product, getting them together to have that experience, that immersion that you get with I think for us, that's basically what it is around. It's just getting the product into the hands of the gamers and let them experience it.
I think, just to add to that, we haven't done a physical event in probably since 2019. And back then we had dealer road shows, we did Rage, obviously with Evetech. We had a couple of events on the side as well, like events at schools or universities. All that's been on ice, for about 3 years now. So we're quite excited this year. This is the first actual event where we can show our products this year, but there's going to be a lot more happening. We've got big plans, obviously. Nothing confirmed or written in stone yet, but there's a lot going to happen this year. So we're super excited just to show the products to the end users, and hopefully everyone can come and experience the new products in person for the first time in 3 years.
A follow-up question to that is, do you guys have an MC, and can I throw stuff at people?
Well,
I think you're going to be first option. You don't have to worry about that.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, some of the events that we had in the past, like for example the Rage of 2019, it was incredible. I mean, you can't really top that. So having a T3 there again would be awesome. Yes, for sure. And as Neil said, there's a lot of stuff that is happening. There's a lot of, everybody knows there's a lot of events that's coming up. And so I think it's just getting back to the normal states of things, having these events now after everything that happened with COVID, and people are excited, people want to get out there, people want to go on to an adventure, that's what it's about. And I think that's the same with any product, for us as well, with all of the new latest products that you have, it's an adventure.
And I mean, just to add to that, we also, in 2019, when we had Rage and we did all the roadshows and all that stuff, we only had motherboards, graphics cards, maybe like 1 or 2 cases, monitors, and that's pretty much it. And this year we've got a lot of new products. We've got power supplies. We recently introduced SSDs. We've got a new range of monitors as well. New gaming gear. We've got the new gaming chairs that we're sitting on right now. So there's a lot of new products we need to introduce, so we have to get out and to the public and to show everyone, what is available right now.
So you heard it here first. MSI confirmed it, Rage, December 2022. You're going to see them there? Yes, yes, yes. No comment. Thank you so much for your guys' time. Appreciate you all. Thank you for bringing in all the product, and thank you so much for your help on the channel. I really appreciate it. Gentlemen, I'm here with the man of the hour, the owner of NAG, the return of Rage, the triumphant return this December with the man, Mr. Lenieri. How are you doing? How are you feeling about Rage returning?
I need toilet paper. Yeah, excited. Obviously super excited. It's been a whole COVID. But yeah, excited, nervous, times 10 on both. Maybe 11 on the nervous.
I don't think so. You're generally cool and calm. I mean, I've seen you put out literal fires at Rage. The one question, as an interlude question, when are you going to let me do Bayside KFC with the 16-ounce gloves? Remember I spoke to you about it last time. You're saying, oh, waivers, blah, blah, blah. The community really wants this to happen. You got to make it happen.
You're speaking to the guy who got one of the LANers to throw their monitor off of a fire escape So I'll probably do crazy stuff more than I should. So maybe I should say not going to happen.
A soft no. That's a soft no. That's a soft no. It wasn't a hard one. Yeah. So now, obviously things in South Africa, especially during lockdown and stuff, the digital environment progressed a lot. Like a lot of things happened in South Africa. Just as an example, we've gone from like 2 partnered Twitch streamers to like 20 in that time period. Things are developing and progressing for the streamer and the gamer and the esportsman in South Africa. What is your hope for the environment's progression into 2022?
So that's a great question. What we've decided to do with Rage 22 is, from a NAG perspective, is focus heavily on the streamer and work with as many content creators as possible, known and unknown, show them the do's and don'ts and the pitfall. Not that we are the authority in any shape or form. That's not what I'm saying. I've never come from that position. But streaming and content creation is a very important tool going forward, now more so than ever, as you quite rightly say. I almost feel like I'm giving away too much information here. Why did you put in my drink? So I tell you what, I'm going to say watch this space and ask me again in about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, huh?
3 weeks.
Okay, so in 3 weeks he's going to spill all the beans. I've already confirmed MSI is going to Rage 2022. So 3 weeks we'll get some more information from the Len. For those of you who don't know, Len once pantsed me during an MC, so I've got that in my repertoire as well. It was quite a good pantsing though. It was just enough to not get us in trouble for indecent exposure, but someone saw my leg and they were blinded. Do you feel responsible for their now retinal scarring?
Great question. I love your questions. That image of your leg is ingrained in my memory. It's a fond memory, having said that. And there was actually a really good-looking lady walking next to me at the time, so we should actually ask her. I'll give her a call later on today and ask her if she remembers that little episode.
I'm sure everybody does, with great regret. Thank you so much though, Len, for your time. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for everything with NAG and basically for bringing me up in IT as well. This is the product that you get, ladies and gentlemen, from one Len. So you've got someone to blame now. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, can you believe making it all the way from Kaapstad? It is the Flak attack, the king of deadpan, the master of rust, leaving everybody else's content in the dust. The biggest YouTuber in South Africa, officially now. Congratulations on that, by the way. It's such an achievement. Good job. I'm very jealous of your silver button even.
I'll send it to you, because I
Will
don't
you?
need it, and then you can write your name on it.
Oh, that'll be perfect. Thank you so much. What a lad. What a lad, ladies and gents. What a lad. But I just wanted to ask you, just to, as some perspective for other people coming up in the media scene in South Africa, what your experience was like, growing as a South African YouTuber.
Okay, so look at the camera or you? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just wait for that. Sorry, just a brief interlude from the coffee station over there as they deploy their wood chipper 9000.
Come on!
There we go.
We're good.
Okay, come back, camera. Come back. We want to see the Flak. There he is. Hi. Alrighty, so as I was saying, what was it like coming up in that town?
Do I look at the camera or you?
Either.
Okay, so it was hard because there are no other South African YouTubers at that level. Yeah. So I couldn't consult with someone. I couldn't ask a guy for guidance or help. So that sucked. Growing alone. It did help me because I used American references and British references. So that's why I cater more to an international audience and not a local audience. My local audience is actually quite small compared to my international. 70% of my audience is America.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say that it was hard in that regard. So, and then the second question was?
So my other question was, what would you like, as someone who's, walked a difficult path, as you pointed out, kind of through the scene, what would you like to see developmental-wise in South Africa with regards to esports and gaming in general?
I'm hoping that more creators come out of the woodworks. I think a big problem with South African creators is that they start And if they don't become famous in a week, they quit. They think it's easy, and it's not. So I'm hoping that we get a bit more brands involved, we get a bit more consistency in their creation, and I hope that people start but don't quit as quickly. Because for me it was like, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do this, and then I blew up. So it can happen to anybody. I just wish people hung around longer until they do blow up. Anyone can be a creator. If they have the drive, they got the creativity, they got the entertainment value. They just need to hang in there for that big break, because once it happens, it's done. You know, then you're there. And I feel like so many people start, but then they just quit just before, and it's heartbreaking, man. Some of those people have such good stuff, and then they're just like, oh, I'm not making money, I quit. You know.
Well, thank you so much for your time, sir. It's great to get some insight from the...
You didn't look impressed.
No, that was my thinking face. No, you put me deep in thought. Normally, you see my normal face is like this. You know more.
The people's face.
Yeah. He knows how it gets down. This has been me with the Flak. I don't even know if this is in frame, but it is what it is. Let's go. This is your Evetech marketing team, the guys with the good memes. Sorry, homie is not part of Evetech marketing. He's just really tall, and his beard is amazing. And if you don't know about beard MMR, it means that you have to give way to him when you walk through a doorway because of his beard. It's top stuff. Well, that has been a launch. 12th Gen is here. It's at Evetech. They're going to have a full experience center downstairs. Sales is going to be moving upstairs. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening over here. Cool interviews. Unfortunately, I missed Nitesh, the big boss of Intel. But his projection for South Africa is pretty sick. They are looking at doing IAM. Intel Africa Masters was announced here today, which is going to be a whole nother thing. 6 different continents. Some crazy stuff happening. It's been fun. But this is your boy checking out for the day.